All right, good evening, everyone. Let's call the meeting to order at 6:01. Welcome to our North Middlesex September 18th council meeting. Roll call, we are missing Councillor Nerda for this meeting. Disclosure of pecuniary interest. If you have any, please bring it forward to our clerk. Good evening, everyone. Call the meeting to order at 6:01. Welcome to our Middlesex and all right, minutes of the last meeting from September 4th. Any errors or omissions or business arising from that? Seeing none, we need a motion. Councillor Daigle, Councillor Irwin, all in favor? Carried. Thank you. Our next bit of business is a public meeting on the drainage, and that's to consider the Prance Drain Section 76 report. So Joanne, whenever you're ready, please.
Mayor and members of council, in front of you is a report for the meeting to consider the engineer's report for the Prance Drain Section 76. There was no survey or technical design done on this drain to complete the report. We had this report completed because I had several requests for maintenance. There have been several reports done on this drain in the past in the various sections of this drain. So I was not able to piece together a complete report, plan, profile, and bylaw, except for the 1930 report. So this assessment schedule is out of date. The report is done under Section 76 to update our maintenance schedule. So the staff's recommendation is that council receive the report for the Prance Drain Section 76, dated August 6th, 2024, prepared by Ardovin Engineering Incorporated, and that the first sitting of the quarter revision on behalf of the Prance Drain Section 76 report be scheduled to be held on October 16th at 6 p.m.
All right, thank you, Joanne. Is there any questions from the public on this? Anyone have any comments they want to make on this? Seeing none. Any questions from members of council? No questions? Okay, we need a motion in favor. Councillor Daigle, Councillor Keogh, all in favor? Carried. Thank you. We have no delegations. Department report. Brandon. Oh, sorry, Brandon McLeod. Sorry.
Through your worship, this report is to get approval to tender for granular M gravel this fall for the 2025 season. Starting the tender process now offers the municipality the opportunity to get competitive prices and an early start to maintenance gravel season. We are recommending to tender the same amount of gravel as 2024, and that was about 50,000 tons. The other part of this report is to extend the contract with Pollards for dust control. Pollards is offering a 2-year extension, okay, for 2025, 11.4 cents per liter, and 2026, 11.75 cents per liter. The surrounding municipalities in the area were paying around 12 cents per liter to 12.9 cents per liter in 2024. So we're getting a, yeah. And any questions, Jade and I are available.
Okay, questions on either on the gravel or the dust control? Councillor Daigle, then Councillor Nelson.
Thank you. Through you, Mayor. Brandon, you are saying the same amount of gravel, but this year we put 40,000 on the roads and stockpiled 10. Next year, you're saying only to stockpile 5. Is that going to be a large enough stockpile?
Through your worship, yeah, I think that would 10,000 was way too much. We didn't have the room for it at our Lurie shop. We had to stockpile some at the lagoon. So yeah, I think 5,000 will be enough for stockpile. We'll have a lot left over for this year too.
Thank you.
Okay, Councillor Nelson.
Thank you, Mayor Rob. First of all, I want to congratulate Brandon on the repairs he did on Sylvan Road and in Greenway with new pavement. It's long overdue and it's finally getting done, got done. My question for you, Brandon, is this year we went to M gravel, which is different from previous years. Has that been helpful to our gravel roads, given that we had all those issues last year with our gravel roads not holding up?
Through your worship, I would say yes, but this was the first year we used them. So another year, I think, might be a better way to judge if it's going to work better, in my opinion on that.
Okay. And are the graders out as much as can be to keep the roads in good shape this year?
Yes, they're out as much as we can right now, not as much because of the so dry with all the dust. But yeah, they're out as much as we can and when we need to be spot grade, and we have 6 operators now to continue them running all the
Great.
time.
Thank you.
Any other questions? Brandon, just to follow up on the 6 operators. Are they all getting some seat time? I know we have some new people who have to get seat time, so.
Through your worship, yes, all of them are getting seat time. We try to give the new operators at least minimum 1 day a week in the graders to keep it consistent for them. And if they don't get that week, we'll push it where they get more the next week in the
Okay.
graders.
All right, thank you. Any other questions for Brandon? So we can do this, I believe, on one motion unless somebody wants it split. Okay, under one motion. And that is for the tender for the gravel and also then to accept the Pollard offer. Moved by Deputy Mayor Hodgins, second by Councillor Irwin. In favor? Carried. Thank you. Our next one is a report from Felicia, and that is on the CIP application.
Thank you, your worship. Mayor Rupp and members of council, we received an application for the community improvement plan from the Elsa Craig Arts Center under the beautification program. The applicant is proposing to add new building signage to the facade fronting Jameson Street, as well as adding a feather flag on the corner of Elsa Craig Main Street and Jameson Street. The canopy will be removed and repaired, and the windows, door, and flower box will be painted to enhance the aesthetic appearance of the storefront. The applicant is aiming to increase visibility of their storefront by making it more noticeable to passing traffic and adding to the appealing aesthetic with the upgrades to the exterior. And it is my recommendation that council approve the application.
All right, thank you. Any questions for Felicia on this? No questions? We have a recommendation in front of us. Moved by Councillor Irwin, second by Councillor Daigle. All in favor? Carried. Thank you. Committee reports. We'll just go through them quick. Anybody wants to report, we'll go through it. Lake Huron Primary,
Upcoming meeting in October.
okay. ABCA,
Meeting tomorrow.
nothing else right now. We do have the minutes in front of us for that. Blue Water Recycling,
Just the information that's provided.
okay. Economic Development, Councillor Irwin,
Your Worship, there was a special meeting last night where the draft economic development plan was reviewed. There was one more meeting on October 17th to finalize the plan. It'll be coming forward to council on November 6th. We may want to consider at that time an extended meeting
okay, or start a little early,
or
maybe.
start early.
We can look at that for that. Okay, thank you. Any questions on that? Local School Advisory? Nothing there. Recreation Committee,
Next Tuesday. We're having-
Policy Committee? We have nothing to,
It's been moved to the 28th of October from the 16th.
okay. The Fire Committee,
The minutes are there for people to review.
I just want to make comment, since with the Fire Committee, I want to thank the fire departments they came down to a campground here on Sunday night and they did a great job. They held it to 3 trailers being burnt, which if you look at the site, that was quite an accomplishment. I want to thank them for that. Budget Committee,
We have a meeting coming up next week. I believe it's the Wednesday, 25th. Yes, thank you.
and that is Councillor Keel and Councillor Nerda this year, correct? Okay, Community Development Fund. Anything there? Nothing? Aqua Advisory?
We have a meeting coming up on October the 26th.
Okay, thank you. The OPP. Board.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. They finally decided on having a meeting October 30th. So it's still quite a ways away, but at least they've got something coming.
Well, at least they've got a starting date.
Well, a starting date.
Okay, good. Good to hear. So next item of business is correspondence. McGilvery's Home and School Association, the request for facility usage. And there's a recommended motion, but Brandon, are you going to speak to that?
So Mayor, Ott, members of council, this one is the 3rd straight time that they've asked for this. We went through the Thames Valley District School Board Agreement. Currently, it's in Thames Valley's hands at this point. The hope is that they will accept Holman Schools as part of being that board. So when they come for these requests in the future, that agreement will satisfy this and we won't have to go over and over with this current request, and that they'll just be included in that agreement as a free use facility, because it is to help them maintain sports and stuff like that in local schools, which the board doesn't support.
So this would then, wouldn't have to come to us.
Correct.
It'll fit into that program?
Yes.
Okay. Any other questions on that? We have a recommendation in front of us. Counselor Irwin, Counselor Daigle. All in favor? Carried. Thank you. Other correspondence, Tay Valley Township, province removes wetland protection for Eastern Ontario.
Support that.
We have a move to seconder, Deputy Mayor Hodgins. All in favor? Read. AMCTO provincial updates to the Municipal Elections Act. Receive and file. Other business? I have nothing on the list. Has anyone got other business? Councilor Daigle?
Just like to ask our director here if the Elsa Craig sign's coming shortly.
Through the mayor to the councillor, we actually got notice of shipment yesterday, so they were asking where they could deliver it, and I would assume within the next couple of weeks, we'll have that up and installed.
Councilor Nelson?
Yes, I just want to share with everyone that I did have a chance to go to the arena today and the new scoreboard is there. So I can hardly, but it wasn't hooked up yet, but I'm really looking forward to seeing it working.
Yes, I had a gentleman mention to me how much he enjoyed the new scoreboard last Saturday. It wasn't there. He was being, it was very much sarcasm, but yeah, I look forward to it operating. Any other business? Seeing none, deferred items are there in front of you. We already mentioned the sign. Communication, including county council. Councilor Knellison.
Yes, thank you, Mayor Rob. Perhaps you can help me understand better, because I was reading an article the other day that Adam Bennett has a new position. And I'm just wondering, he's not replacing Neil Roberts, is he?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so Neil has,
He titled his he's not the chief. He is the director of paramedic services.
okay, so has Neil retired?
Neil is yes.
Okay.
And so that is effective, I believe, yeah, a week ago. It's just a week ago he's taken it over. And I do have to say, I was on the committee for hiring and we had 5 interviews, and it was the best 5 interviews I've ever been involved, where everybody could do the job. It's a matter of who was the best fit, and some really, and I think I learned something off each one, what they bring forward. So I do want to congratulate Adam. As
do we all, because Adam's, it's well deserved.
Anything else for the county? Reading of the bylaws.
Thank you, your worship. That bylaws 79 and 80 of 2024 be read first and second time.
Councilor Daigle, Deputy Mayor Hodgins, all in favor? Carried.
That bylaws 80 of 2024 be read third and final time.
Councilor Keogh, Councilor Knellison, all in favor? Okay. We do have to go into closed session.
Yes, your worship.
Okay, and that is just for the purpose of legal issue, and it won't be long, but we do have to move into close. Need a motion